Frei, another win, another shutout. How does it feel?
Yeah, great. Great way to start the season. Really happy with obviously the results and the shutouts, but I think really happy with the kind of football we're displaying. You know, I think we're playing some of the best football I've seen us play, honestly, and it's really nice. Very decisive at times, good combos, lethal, really asking a lot of questions of the opponent. And you know, even in the first game, some people might say that, you know, they're lucky goals. Well, you got to create your own luck, right? You have to put opponents in uncomfortable situations, and that's how we were able to win that one mostly. And then today, again, there was a couple of them that they barely were able to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Other than that, we capitalized on our chances. So very, very, very promising, and we gotta if we can maintain that, we're going to be a difficult team to play against, I think.
Schmidt said the exact same thing you just did. It was the best he's seen his first team play in a while. So, I mean, you hit on it at the end there, but when you have a vibe like that, what are the keys to maintaining it and making sure it sustains itself going forward?
Well, yeah, that's the difficult part, right? Because it doesn't sustain itself, and at some point, you know, streaks end, right? And it's a matter of trying to prolong it for as long as you can, and the longer you can keep it, the harder it gets, because the less pressure is on the opponent, the more pressure is on you, the more you know, even in smallest mistakes become a little bit nervy. But right now we're just really enjoying the way we're playing, and kind of almost reaping the rewards of our hard work in preseason. The vibes are super good. You know, we got 6 out of 6. We haven't got conceded yet. We took care of business at home. That was an issue last year. So those are all positives that you want to focus on, make yourself feel good about, and really keep that confidence high for as long as you can, and maximize the points while you're at it.
Steph, how important is it to play the basics? Things are going well now, but you know, like, you're going to play a good team. For everybody to do their basic job, and you know.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. You know, with it doesn't sustain itself. You have to do the basics right, and one of the basic things is you have to keep showing up for work every day, training hard. You know, we just won 2 games. Can't take your foot off the pedal. Can't think that, oh, I don't have to show up on Monday anymore, or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever we have trainings. You have to keep going and pushing hard, and making sure that you're ready for the weekends. You have to earn everything. Nothing's given, especially when, like I said, when you're doing well, and pressure is a bit more on you than the opponent. So that's the one thing. I think that's been a very positive thing technically in the games. We've been quite good in the basic things. You know, I think we not too many stray passes, very clean first touches. Good passes with intention, a lot of positive play and not negative play, going forward versus going back, and so those are all rather simple things, if you will. But I'm not saying they're easy to do, but they're the basic things, and we're focusing on trying to do those basic things as good as we can. And so far, it's been working out.
Last week, said, go ahead.
Last week, you guys were all talking about how you played on the counter. This week, you guys looked really, really good in possession. How confident do you feel in being like a feared possession team versus a team that plays on the counter?
Well, that's the thing, right? You don't want to have one face, and then once teams adjust to that, then you're kind of stuck. You know, I think we've had that in the past where we were lethal in the counter, and then when we faced a team that sat back and had 5 in the back and kept it compact, we struggled. But I think we've shown that we have different avenues of breaking teams down so far. I mean, it's early on. We've only played two teams, but you know, we have guys on the field too that can shoot from distance, and that can sometimes unlock a team that sits back. We'll have to be able to adjust, right? And especially the longer the teams see that they don't have answers to our threats, the more they're going to adjust and try to eliminate those possibilities. We'll have to find other avenues, but those are good problems to have. I'm not saying they're easy to solve, but they're good problems to have.
What's it like for you, or what's it do for the team's confidence when you see your forwards, your attacking midfielders winning the ball high up the field, counter pressing, picking up second balls? I mean, does that do anything for your confidence in the back that the ball's just that much farther away, that much more of the time?
Absolutely. I mean, it goes both ways. The higher up we can press and win the ball, the less distance we have to cover to get into the dangerous situations. But I would say defensively also, I love seeing attacking-minded players come back and try to help. This is the second game I've seen Leo Chu track back, almost step back into our 18 and make a good play. And especially when subs come in, and that's what we need. We need you to do your thing up top, but we also need your help and your energy that you still have in the back. And I think we're seeing that the team is buying in feeling a reward offensively and defensively as well. Sometimes that gets lost. You talk about shutouts being the goalkeepers or the back fives. I think that's something to be proud of as a whole team, and it truly takes everybody. And we celebrate our shutouts and we celebrate our goals all together because everybody plays a part.
What did you? Smetzer said that this was Jackson Ragen's best game. What did you see for him in terms of not only just reading the play, but holding the back line and moving that line up and down to give you clean space?
Yeah, great. We've been working on some things, including me in the deep situations. Then maybe once we get advanced a little bit more, how do we adjust? Because I can't vacate my goal. We've been growing with that. That's been a very good thing. Look, he's still quite young in terms of experience, but what he's showing is tremendous. I joke and always say Chad Marshall 2.0, and it's a joke, but he has similar qualities, and I say that with the utmost respect because Chad Marshall was one of the best defenders I ever played with, and it's not just defensively the way he was good, but also launch a ball, one-step a ball for 75 yards, 80 yards, and Jackson can do that as well. And so it keeps teams on their toes because when they think we play short and they get sucked in, all of a sudden there comes a 75er, right? So it keeps teams on their toes, and it allows us to kind of shift gears, go long, go mid-range, go keep the ball in the back, and I think you need to have that diversity. You need to have be able to switch so the teams can't really just hone in on one thing and then kind of suffocate you. So that's good. He's been great.